Not long ago, I covered a chilling video involving a coal mine collapse, and this next clip follows a similar theme. Many of these old mines are structurally unstable, which is why the miners use wooden supports as a warning system to detect impending collapses. Watch closely.
Tranquilo, tranquilo, tranquilo.
When you're dealing with a situation like this, every second counts. The miners realized what was happening and wasted no time evacuating to safety. Their quick decision-making undoubtedly saved their lives, as the entire side of the mine caved in shortly after. The clip's origin remains unclear, but many believe it was filmed somewhere in South America. The next video comes from Queens, New York, and it's a recent upload that has gained significant attention. It's a perplexing and shocking clip that will leave you wondering how something like this could happen. To provide some context, it shows an NYPD officer apparently attempting to stop a man riding a moped on the highway.
Right now, call 311, 388717, 388717, 388717. 388717 is this license plate of this cop, quote unquote. Look at this guy. Look at him. Oh my God, he's trying to hit him.
Hello, and thank you for calling 311 in New York City. We're here
Oh
to
my
help.
God.
But if this
Did you
is
see
an
that?
emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Today, Sunday, alternate side parking and parking meter rules are suspended. Tomorrow, Monday, alternate side parking.
In the video, you can see the cop trying to stop the moped, sometimes looking like he was ready to knock the rider completely off the road. The situation felt strange, so I decided to look further into it. The NYPD has since released a statement saying that the entire incident was under investigation, but no further updates have been shared. One detail worth noting is that mopeds like this aren't typically allowed on the freeway, though I'm not completely sure of the legal specifics. If anyone knows the exact laws, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Another person mentioned that the officer had previously asked the moped rider to pull over, but his commands were ignored. Regardless of the backstory, it's clear that the rider's actions were risky, and the officer's intervention only added to the danger. I know many of you enjoy fireworks, and it's easy to understand why. They're captivating and mesmerizing, but this next clip is a perfect example of how fireworks can go terribly wrong if not handled properly.
They be falling, gang. Oh! Oh!
Take it over! Take it over!
Get that! Get that! God damn it! Oh, what's up? No! No! Get the water! Oh! Oh! Oh!
At first, everything seemed fine as they set up the fireworks, but the poor setup caused them to topple over once they were lit. What followed was pure chaos. Panicked, the people watched helplessly as the fireworks flew into different directions, even hitting nearby houses, including their own. But the real terror struck at the end, when after finally building the courage to try and stop the fireworks, they exploded right in front of them. Fortunately, no one was hurt, but it was certainly a mix of fear and amusement for those witnessing the event. This next clip comes from Yulin, a city located in China's Shanxi province. What starts as a typical day for a family quickly turns into a terrifying ordeal. My regular viewers already know that these types of clips always have a twist. In this video, a flash flood suddenly hits the family's home. Fortunately, they seem to have been aware of the danger ahead of time, which allowed them to evacuate to safety before things took a turn for the worse. Flash flood videos always have a haunting quality because you can never really predict how bad the situation might get. China has been experiencing extreme weather lately, with many lives lost as a result of these natural disasters. Next, we have another video, this one from Japan, and it has recently made waves online. The footage is so bizarre that it practically speaks for itself. I can't even begin to explain how something like this could happen, but somehow, the door of a container truck was left wide open. What happened next is almost unbelievable. A car got flipped over the moment it collided with the open truck door. It's a terrifying and surreal event, especially for the people inside the car who never could have expected something so out of the ordinary. By now, many of you are familiar with the majestic presence of elephants that roam the streets of India. I've featured many videos of them in the past, but today, another creature is stepping into the spotlight.
पवन कडेच होते पवन पाणी खावली असते खिडकी बंद काहीच आता कुठे जाणार दिवसभर अरे जाईल भरती आहे.
This crocodile casually claimed the road as his own territory. The way he confidently struts along gives the impression that he truly believes he owns the street. And honestly, who's going to argue with him? He's a decent size, and it's clear that he doesn't mind the people watching from afar. It's an incredible sight and a reminder that sometimes even the wildest animals find their way into our everyday lives. A Tibetan Buddhist master once explained that ego can be one of the most destructive forces, breaking down love, joy, serenity, and fulfillment in our lives. For the driver of a Toyota 4x4, this would be a hard and painful lesson to learn, as he tragically lost the most precious thing that mattered to him, his life. A catastrophic landslide and flood had struck the area, leaving most drivers waiting in uncertainty, unsure of what to do next. However, Alberto Uriel Romero Martinez was determined to trust in his 4x4 Toyota. Despite the chaos surrounding him, he decided to attempt crossing the heavily flooded road in Vera Cruz, near Nicaragua's capital. Unfortunately, the power of nature overwhelmed the vehicle, and he found himself in grave danger. Though he leapt from his car in an attempt to save himself, his efforts proved futile. According to the authorities who later found him, his courageous attempt to survive wasn't enough, as they sadly confirmed his passing.